I gotta have a beer. Hey y'all, Austin here. Had to chug my beer to get going here. But if you haven't figured out by now, this video is about the truck. Lady back here, that Tara has rightfully named her, literally carries the weight of our house on her back. We got this truck in Longview, Texas after a long, extensive look, trying to find the right vehicle. We didn't really know what we were looking for. Never owned a dually, never owned a diesel. Got some insights from some friends and family. Found a bunch of them back in Oklahoma, but they had 100,000 plus miles on it, and they were just in bad shape. Which, when you buy a used dually, you know that it was probably used for work, and so we knew going into it that most likely it was going to be perfect. So we found this one in Longview, Texas, at Peter's Chevrolet. They're great people. If you're ever in that area, go see them. We found this truck for, I believe, $49,000, and it only had 53,000 miles on it. That was a very rare find from our past finds. We were seeing trucks with 100,000 miles on them, with kind of torn seats, or the outside of it was banged up, something like that, and they wanted 55, 60 for it. When we saw this one, I rented a car. I drove down there, hoping that it was the one, because I was going to drop the rental off and drive it back. Turns out when I pulled up, I was just praying the inside was perfect, which it was, and we ended up buying the truck, and we got very lucky with the truck. We're very happy with it. It's a very durable truck. It pulls this rig like it has no issue at all. And I'll talk a little bit about GVWR and GCWR, payload capacities. There's all sorts of stuff, axle ratings, stuff that you really need to dive deep into probably yourself. Just do some research and make sure that the truck you get can pull the rig that you have. Luckily, we didn't have to put bags on this truck or anything like that. It handles our rig like it should. It actually drives better with the weight, because that's what they're meant to do. So that's pretty cool. Getting into the GVWR and the GCWR, your gross vehicle weight rating, which is your GVWR, applies to both your truck and your rig separately as a unit. And then your GCWR is your gross combined vehicle weight, and that's both of them hitched up together. So you want to find both of those. Make sure that the truck can handle both the weight of you and the payload, the cargo that's in the vehicle, as well as the rig and everything in the rig. Our rig dry weight is about 12,800 pounds, and then full GVR, the gross vehicle weight, is about 16,500. Combined GVWR with the truck and the rig is 29.5. The truck's capacity is about 34. So, we're well within those means. Has no issues. It doesn't sag us. It doesn't drop us. But I definitely recommend doing some research on your own about the weights and what your truck can handle. We get some questions. A lot of people say, they don't like driving these because, semis blow past them and they sway, or the wind takes you. I will tell you, with our truck, with the dually, I don't feel anything on the highways. I don't feel the semis coming by me. I don't feel anything like that. And a big reason we got this vehicle was for safety. We have 2 little kids, 2 dogs, and then us 2. We wanted to make sure that the vehicle was safe. It could pull what it was supposed to pull no matter where we're at, and it does exactly what we would like it to do. The truck bed is an 8-foot truck bed. We had looked at some Dodges that had the 6-foot, because of the extra cab room. They have the mega cabs, but then you got to put a slider hitch in it. We didn't want to do that, so we wanted to stick with the 8-foot bed, put a low profile toolbox in it, so if you have to do a 90-degree turn, it does clear that. So it came stock with the puck system. So that's kind of a little bit of the truck. I'll kind of show you the inside of it. So a few things on the outside of the truck. Before we hit the road, we did get new tires put on her. Our hitch is a Husky 26K Craftsman toolbox. We just have some little totes. These things are actually really awesome. Sets. These are where all of my socket wrenches, stuff like that, it unfolds. Pretty convenient. You got a drill, little blower, skill saw, just some kind of random stuff. Here is the kids and the dog's domain. So you got the car seats. Up there goes a pad. She has a pad. On travel days, they do get pads. And then this is something that I saw online, or Tara showed me, and I just cut a platform and then cut some 2x4s and then put them on hinges so you can get it in and out easier. And then got a little dog bed, and now she has a great place to lay. So, on the inside of the truck, this is a Denali trim package, so it came with all the things that the Denali trim package comes with. Leather seats. It has heated and cooled, which is a cool bonus that you get with this package. It has the dual climates, which is also cool. Down here you have your parking brakes, your engine brakes, all your things that you need for towing. Over here is your trailer brake, so that's actually pretty important. What that does is sends a jolt of power to the trailer brakes in conjunction with your foot brake. And it's important to set that because you don't want it to either pull you or push you when you're stopping. So there's a bunch of different ways to figure that out. There's some good videos on that if you don't know how. So a few gadgets that we use in the truck is the TST, the tire pressure monitoring system that goes in on the RV, and it monitors our tire pressure. Tells us when something's low. You can change the settings on it to whatever PSI that you want it to alert you at, and stuff like that. Very handy, very, very good to have. We have our Furrion backup camera and observation camera, so you can see behind you at all times when you're going down the road. To me, this is one of the most important things. I love having this. It really helps being able to see blind spots behind me. Highly recommend getting it. We have our handy dandy walkie-talkies. These are really good to have. If I'm backing into a site, Tara can kind of direct me, and we don't have to call each other and try to figure that out. Sometimes you don't have good cell service, things like that. These are really great to have. I'll put links in the description of all these things that we got. I think pretty much all of it came from Amazon. So have where the cell phone goes for the GPS. We had purchased one of the Garmin GPS systems, the nice ones. It was like $500. On our first trip that we used it on, at the end of the trip, it wasn't giving us the right direction, so we ended up having to use Google Maps anyways on our phone. So that got sent back the next day. Okay, so that's it for the truck video. I know that that's a lot of me talking. There's probably tons more I could have went through, but that's just kind of a broad overview of our truck. I thought she deserved her own video, so I hope you liked it, and cheers.